Hi all, welcome to week 4. We are over halfway there and I am very excited to watch everyone's Jahari Windows or the topics that they chose from previous or this chapter to discuss more in depth. I wanted to share this photo. It's one of my favoriteest moments so far in my life. It's when I graduated basic training. I hadn't seen my family for about 8 weeks, and I think that this is when, well, let's be honest, my mom, right here, this is my mom, uh, our relationship really started to change. So, with that being said, I'm going to be talking about my Jahari window with my relationship to my mother. So, growing up, my mom was about 40 when she had me, so there was a significant age gap. She's already raised 2 grown children who I learned a lot of my adolescent um things from, like the, womanhood and all of that. I learned it from my older sisters. I didn't learn it from my mom, which I think hurt our relationship a little bit, because I didn't trust her, because I wasn't able to tell her about things that I was going through. But that being said, I think it helped my relationship with my sisters who were 14 to 16 years older than I was. Um, so I didn't share things with her. So the open section right here, which is known to me and known to others, was extremely small. I didn't trust people because I thought everyone was just out to get me or something. I don't know. I internalized a lot of things, which also led to my hidden right here, this quadrant being extremely large. And looking back, I think about all of the things that I hid, all of the trauma, all of the abuse, all of the relationships, the bullying, everything that I went through, and how I hid it. I hid it all. And then all of that stuff that I went through, I wasn't able to get help. And so it created stuff in here, which made that unknown grow. And so what's known to others was really small, especially to my mom, because I didn't tell her things. She knew that I played sports and I was doing well in school and I came home when I was supposed to. That's pretty much about it. She fed me, I did chores, and that's the relationship we had. Whereas you'd think a relationship with a mother and a daughter would be more, hi, mom, yeah, I'm dating this guy or that guy. And it was never like that. It's not the same now, and I think that it really started to change when I enlisted into the military and I was getting older. So I sat my family down and I said, Mom, gonna enlist in the military. Mind you, she was in the army for 4 years, and she says to me, well, why don't you just marry Michael and get the same benefits? Because, well, you can't do it. And knowing that's how she felt about me means that my blind spot was humongous, and I didn't know what I was capable of, or I didn't know what I was doing. And so I had a lot that was unknown to myself. Granted, I was 20 and I was still, kind of a kid and going through my own stuff. And which is pretty hurtful and everything. But it's a blind spot and it's different type of feedback that you get. Which means then this what's known to others, known to self, is even smaller. I went to basic training. I did fantastic. I loved it. I made a ton of friends. I broke up with the guy that I was dating afterwards. And I think that after I graduated, my mom started to like me. But I don't think it's because she changed. I think it's because I changed. I started to open up more. I talked about experiences that I had. I had to reach out for help because I didn't have that relationship with my boyfriend at the time, so my open grew. And my hidden with my mom is, pretty small these days. And she gives me honest feedback, which also shrunk my blind spot, which is now known to me. So my open area probably takes up, I would say, 3/4 of this whole graph. Granted, there's still a lot of stuff that's unknown about like my childhood, but any relationship has potential to go somewhere. So that's where my relationship was with my mom and where it is now. She even helps me occasionally with my schoolwork and things like that, research, and she's the most amazing person in the entire world, and I wouldn't change the relationship we have now for the previous one ever. And I hope that we all take this time to like really analyze what we have and how we want it to move forward. And I hope that my relationship with my mother continues to grow and becomes more open about things that happened in the past, because I don't know a lot about her past either and things that she's been through. So with that, that's my Jahari window, sort of, and how my relationship with my mom went from pretty non-existent to I try to see her at least once a week, and I probably call her every single day. So thank you for listening and have a happy week 4.